I want everyone to take a minute and imagine a scene with me. Imagine that you are outdoors. There is sun shining on your face. You feel the warmth on your skin. There is an awesome band with lots of chill vibes playing on a stage. You're surrounded by lots of laughter, children running, playing, people are dancing. Everyone is having a really great time. Now, through the crowd, a woman in an incredibly colorful dress catches your eye. This woman has her eyes closed. She's swaying to the beat of the music. She's embodying the energy and frequency of the experience. You watch her twirl and her colorful, vibrant skirt flowing and dance and sway in the air. She's swaying her arms back and forth like nobody's watching. And she doesn't care. She's free. She's creatrix embodied. She's the empress, the high priestess, the divine feminine, and she is in her flow. And it's because of her movement, of her freedom, of her just doing her. She inspires the people around her to also begin to let loose, shaking free of the judgment and the constructs that regular society puts on us. And people begin to let their hair down and dance with her. Okay, so this is the energy this week. It's free. It's giving creatrix. It's giving communal rebirth. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Steph, aka Morgana, and welcome to Mistful Musings with Morgana. If you are new here, you are so welcome. And if you have watched me before, welcome back. So pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea. This is your weekly reading. And if you have not liked and subscribed, please hit that little like button, give us a follow, give us a share with your friends. Every single week, I will come at you with divinely downloaded messages. Okay, so for this week, there are a few things happening, but we're going to focus on two main things happening, one of which is significantly big. The first thing is today is our new moon in Cancer. So new moons are wonderful seeds for beginning. We're beginning something new. We're still in Mercury retrograde in Cancer. So we're still kind of feeling, reviewing. We're still kind of reorganizing, restructuring. We're going slow and we're making sure that things resonate with our soul, our home base, right? We're using our emotions and our intuition to navigate this part and this portion of time. Now, this new moon in Cancer is a very watery sign. Again, intuitive, it's the divine feminine. It's represented by the moon, right? So that is the shadow space. That is sometimes the space that's unseen, those special spaces within us that yearn to be illuminated by the outside world. But sometimes we're a little scared too, just like that crowd, watching that woman dance. Like maybe we're a little scared at first to dance and show off a little bit and really catch the rhythm and move. But, this energy is really giving this woman this freedom, the divine feminine kind of flowing with the energy and the creative vibe of the collective and what's available to us. So we're using this new moon in Cancer to really come out of our shells and be us in a very soft and sovereign and kind of sensual way, right? With no apologies. And it's setting off this creative, beautiful, inspirational movement. It's setting new structures in play. And so it's very exciting, but it's not this kind of like crazy loud, like shake things up energy, right? It's again, it's sensual. It's the creatrix, right? And she embodies this womb space of rebirth. Okay, so that's number one. The second really big thing that's happening is the Barbolt's basket. And this is a phenomenon. It's not a transit. It's something that's happening in the sky. And it was talked about by an astrologer called Andre Barbault quite a long time ago, well before 2026. And this dance in the sky is actually creating a basket. And I kind of like to think of it actually as a womb space or a portal that we're moving through. It's a divine feminine portal that we're moving through. And it's incredibly rare. And so this is happening July 15th through July 24th. And it kind of peaks on the 19th and the 20th. So the planets that are involved in this are outer planets, which means we're not going to have these like massive epiphanies and things happening right away. What is happening here? The basket, the womb is gestating change that is long term. So this is not immediate. This is something that's going to have to be like birthed through and nurtured long term. So we've got Pluto in Aquarius, which is all about shaking things up. We've got Jupiter in Leo asking for abundant individual expression, right? We've got Neptune in Aries, which means lighting up our dreams and our intuitions, putting in movement those new birthings, right? And then we've got Uranus in Gemini, giving us that perspective and inspiration to shake things up and do things a little bit more free, sovereign, and wild. So all of these aspects are creating this womb-like experience, this cradling, if you will, right? But what they are making is a reset window for humanity. I have been talking for quite a while that I am feeling a reset. I am feeling us move from one space into the next. Well, friends, this is it. And we are already moving through that. We have been, but now it's really presenting like this womb, this nurturing space to actually move and be birthed through. So again, this is big picture energy. This is not happening tomorrow, but it is tiny little micro movements inspired and held by the mother to help us birth a new reality. So we are shifting systems. We are creating movements. We are going to see shifts in power. We are truly birthing a new era. Right? So, and this isn't a bad thing. This isn't a scary thing. This is actually a really great thing. So some of this heavy energy is going to be moving out, giving way to new constructive reality. But we got to work with it, just like with everything, right? So this is more of like a rebuild, a reorganization, a movement after some stillness, after slowness. So this is like that feeling of being stuck in the mud and then being free. And like, what are you going to do with that? So the energy, as I also have been saying, is going to pick up a little bit because we're moving. We're getting unstuck. We are being held by this basket, which I think it's like new moon in Cancer. That's like the divine mother, right? Holding us in her womb of rebirth. And it's giving this kind of like gentle sway of music, of expression, of creativity, of sovereignty. And it's like this, the woman, right, dancing. She's going against the crowd. She is just letting loose. She's doing her. And just by doing her, she is inspiring the people around her to do themselves too. It's okay to be you. It's okay to be an individual, because by being an individual, you are empowering your own internal divine light. And that light sends off ripples into the collective space. And this is exactly what this basket, what this cradle, what this womb-like energy is giving way for our collective. It's beautiful and it's a big deal. Okay, so now let's jump into the card reading to see what cards support us. I've already pre-shuffled, I pre-pulled our first oracle card from our Sacred Forest Oracle deck. And of course, as always, mic drop, we got number 12, Dragonfly Spirit. And it is the spirit of change. I feel like we got that one just recently too. So it's the spirit of change. Yes, why? We are changing. We are moving through this massive, but and powerful, but gentle and freeing portal. And so, yeah, we're changing, friends. We're changing. And dragonflies are born in the mud. We're moving out of the mud. Dragonflies have to choose to move out of the mud to grow their wings, right? They're very curious animals. They're amazing animals. So let's read about the dragonfly spirit and how we can utilize this dragonfly spirit to invoke change in our lives. All right. This card is letting you know that it's all right to change directions. It's okay to change your mind. You do not need to be consistent at every turn. This is the time to put traditions, expectations of others aside. Instead, you are called to create your own traditions. You are free to express yourself and let your spirit fly. Just like that lady that I was downloading right at the beginning. She's the embodiment of this energy. Dragonflies are acrobats of the sky. Not only can they fly backwards, I actually didn't know that, they can fly upside down and turn 360 degrees. It's like defying gravity, right? And while looking as graceful as they do so, dragonfly spirit urges you to take on the same fearless, daring behavior. Go beyond predictable behavior. Just because something has always been done a certain way doesn't mean it needs to continue to be done that way. While you can't control external circumstances of your life, you can control what meaning you give to them. I feel like that's really potent and we need to listen to that one. Select meanings that empower you, right? There's so much fear-based BS out there. So weed through it and make sure that you're choosing messages and vibrations that empower you into sovereignty and change. This is the time to be carefree, wild, and unpredictable. Be willing to change your perspective and good fortune will follow. Sometimes you need to back up to go forward. As people get older, they find it harder to change. So to activate your youthfulness, be willing to make changes without hesitation. Yes, I love that. And I actually just did a short on shifting your perspective, shifting your reality. And one of the suggestions that I had, and you could revisit it if I remember, I'll link it and I'll put it in the description or the comments, is to change up your environment. Do things, change up your routine, do things a different way. So just like that beautiful dancer, that woman that was letting loose and being amazing and individual and just so cool, wild in the crowd, dragonfly spirit, this energy, this basket, this new moon in Cancer is asking us to embody change and do so that it reflects your internal sovereignty and how you personally want to express your light and your magic. Yes. I love that. Okay, so now let's shuffle and see what our angel cards have for us today. So tell me, friends, which one are you? Are you currently the woman that is dancing so beautifully and so free in the crowd? Or are you a part of the crowd member who is onlooking maybe with who does she think she is? Or in judgment? Or one of those things where, I wish I could do that. Where are you at? Tell me what character you are. And Spirit, please give us an angel card to support this message. Yes, thank you. Oh, we got two. Okay, the first one, of course, is number 888, and that's abundance. Financial abundance and success are on the horizon. Stay focused and disciplined. I love that. And this is just telling us, be creative, be you, and you will see abundance, right? Embrace change. Allow yourself to fly those wings and you will get abundance. Ooh, and then we got the card of completion. And look at this. we have number 888 and 999, which means there's forward progress. That's big. Okay, so completion number 999, release what no longer serves you and prepare to embark on a new chapter filled with opportunities. And yes, when you do that, you will have abundance. Okay, but you have to not be afraid to change. And I love this because it's like, what are we letting go of? And maybe it is the judgments that we are, kind of masking ourselves with. Maybe we really want to be that lady who is spinning and twirling and really enjoying herself and being so free, but we're scared to do that. Like, what will people think of us? So this is asking us to sit with those opinions or those pressures or those programs, that we have internally, that we have accepted internally, and shake them off a little bit and really review them. Mercury retrograde in Cancer, really review them and figure out what is aligned with you and what is no longer aligned. And then how are you going to use this energy of this womb space, of this basket, to birth yourself anew, right? Into that creatrix. Let's see what tarot cards here will support us and what we need to know and what we need to hear with our current energies. So what do we need to know? What does our collective need to hear for the highest good and the highest good of all? What do we need to know? What do we need to hear? Thank you. Okay, we've got 3. And, oh, I love this. Okay, all right. Okay, so the first one we got here is the 5 of Wands. All right, so the 5 of Wands. 5s are change via conflict, confusion, chaos, right? And they're doing a lot of fighting here, right? Wands is fire energy. It's about birthing new things, right? It's about inspiration and spark and creativity to birth something new. But it's like, where are you fighting yourself? Maybe where are you fighting the collective? Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a family. Maybe it's just you're fighting judgments and opinions and morals, values, traditions, the foundation of your being. And it's asking you to put down the wands, right? And instead of fighting all of this external energy, get quiet and review right now. And where do you need to let go in order to change so that you can have more abundance, right? So that you can use your energy for why you're here, right? Instead of pissing it all the way out and fighting everybody else. We've got the Hierophant, which is Major Arcana, and this is sacred union. This is, being blessed by the divine. This could mean marriage. It's a card of marriage. So maybe you're coming actually into physical union with somebody, or maybe you're just coming back into union with yourself in a very sacred way. Maybe you're deciding to put down some of the things that really draw your energy into places and spaces and people and situations that are just draining the life out of you. And you're coming back into yourself in a much more whole, complete, and sacred way. Now, we do have the 10 of Cups, but it is in the reverse position. The 10 of Cups is one of my favorite cards in the deck because in the upright, it's happy, happy. The rainbow suggests that we're moving from one place to another, right? We're really spreading our wings and flying. It's happy life, happy wife, happy family. All of your dreams and wishes are coming true, right? But it's in the reverse position. So we have some work to do here. And we are sitting in that Mercury retrograde in Cancer, which is all about family and it's cups, it's watery energy. So it's time to really review. Where are you refusing to change? Where are you being super stubborn to change? Where are you getting stuck in the mud? And how can you use this energy, right? This basket energy, this womb-like energy, these seeds of rebirth to let something go. Maybe be done with it. I'm done with this. I want to change my structures. I want to change my foundations. I want to change the rules of how I live. What do I need to do internally that will then shift out into the collective and inspire collective change, right? So that we can all have abundance. What do I need to do here, right? So we're reviewing what is holding us back from getting our wish come true, our dream come true, right? Take some notes, get quiet with it, right? If we're out there pissing away our energy, we're not going to hear that still inner voice within, right? That's going to give you the answers. It's on the table. Your happy is on the table. You just need to be quiet and review what is holding you back. Or maybe you are holding yourself back. So where are you holding yourself back? All right, so let's find one more card here. Let's pull one more card here. That kind of gives us an overall wrap-up energy. So Spirit, tell us. Give us one more card here for our collective. The highest and highest. Good, just one, please. 1200 flew out. We're just doing one. Thank you. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. Okay, so I have to tell you, I was doing some private client readings tonight, and you saw me shuffle. This card came out already today for a specific client, and we got it again. And it's called Uncovering Treasure. And we see this beautiful dragon, right? Protective, wise, mystical, magical dragon curling up around this treasure. He's pulling it in tight to himself, right? And it's saying, beneath the surface lies great bounty. Well, friends, we have some amazing energy that is hiding in the mud right now. It's hiding in the mud. It needs to be uncovered. So we are being asked to review certain things, review where we are expending and expelling energy that no longer serves us, that sucks our energy dry, right? What do we need to pull back in, review, let go of, so that we can truly come into union with ourselves and get that sacred blessing from the universe to have abundance and to truly have a wish come true, a wish granted, right? But in order to get there, we cannot be afraid of change. We can't be afraid of change. We cannot be afraid of showing our whimsical, wild, beautiful self. And now I'm not telling you, okay, go do something crazy, right? You have to have a plan. You have to have structure, especially in this realistic environment, in this world, right? But how? What are some tiny micro movements that you can birth anew using this new seeds of this new moon, as well as this basket, this womb space that is unique to you? How can you embody that dancing woman, right? That has no fucks to give. You're just watching her, being super inspired by her. How can you embody more of that energy, right? That will lead you to change, which will lead you to a great bounty and treasure within. All right, friends, this is your weekly reading. Again, if you like it, please press the like and subscribe button. Otherwise, I'm wishing you lots of love and blessings. Take care.